Hi guys, it's Uga and welcome back to another video and for the first book talk here on the channel. Now you guys are asking, what is a book talk? So I have a lot of books that I really like and I really love, but I don't have a chance to talk about it, why I love them or why you should read them. So I decided to create, it's not an original idea, but it's basically a book talk. It's not exactly a book review, more or less, because I haven't read the book recently, but it's basically my reasons why I love these books and why you should read it, and like a small discussion. As you can see by the title, my first book is Blonde by Joyce Carol Oates. Look at this cover first, she's beautiful. Blonde is a fictional book about the story of Marilyn Monroe. So Joyce Carol Oates creates this fictional book, or this historical fiction, based on the life of Marilyn Monroe. She took all the facts that she could from from the beginning of her life as Norma Jean Baker, from her first marriage to her high school friend, then to John DiMaggio, to Arthur Miller, to all the problems that she has, all the news, all the situations, and create this historical fiction that we follow the life of Marilyn, like a biography, but on the point of view of Marilyn with some romance, because we don't know exactly the conversations, but we know some facts from interviews, from other things. So, as you know, you may know who is Marilyn Monroe. If you don't know, like, where do you live, really? Marilyn Monroe is one of the most famous actors from the 50s and the 60s. Sadly, she died very early age from an overdose, although the book suggests it was a murder. That's the mystery everyone talks about, the conspiracy theories about her death. But she was one of the most famous and popular and even powerful celebrities on Hollywood. So, in the beginning of the book, we follow Norma Jean as she grows up with her mother, with her grandmother after her mother is put on a psychiatric and abandoned her. We see how she grows, how she learns music, how she enters in Hollywood, and then how her life continues. What I like this book is, although I love the setting, I love the Hollywood Golden Age, and since we'll follow one of the most important actresses of the time and most notables and well-known actresses, it's very good to see what she passed through. We see here how the society is misogynist, is sexist, how doesn't respect the women were just sex toys for them, how she had to struggle to live, but how good her heart was and how intelligent Marilyn was, and it gives a different perspective from the dumb blonde that was sold for us from the movies. What I really like this story is there's also a mini-series, I can't forget to say that, with Poppy Montgomery, I think it's her name, but it's a mini-series based on this book, so you can definitely check that out also. But the things I liked is it's so cruel. We know about her story, we know how it ends, but we don't know the backstories behind it, and that was interesting. It's a very heavy book, especially in the beginning before she becomes a star. It's hard to get in because it's very a lot of information to oversight over life, but when she starts getting in Hollywood and you start seeing how the studio treat her, how men treat her, how men saw it, how she has to deal with her fame, how she deals with everything, with friends being fake to them, how she struggles with money because even her mother giving her away, Marilyn paid the best hospital that she can give, and not best hospital, but the best facility for mental health that it was in Los Angeles, so her mother could not have problems there. She would be able to ride a bike, even though she doesn't recognize Marilyn as Marilyn. She just sees Norma Jean and she doesn't like Marilyn as it is. How Marilyn struggles with addiction, with the abortions that she has after. I think it's a very cool and dense book, and being told on the perspective of Marilyn, it's amazing. You have here some reports of, for example, newspaper letters that were happening here. There's a lot of focus on her relationship with Joe DiMaggio. The end is more with Arthur Miller, that also create some fame around her, yeah, the book starts on 1932 when she is a child, and goes to a woman in 1953, and it ends in 1962 when she sadly dies. If you like a book, if you like the setting of Hollywood, it's definitely a good book for you. If you like Marilyn, it's one of the best and most complete books you have. Besides some biographers who make more explanation, but this will be a non-fiction. This will feel like she's telling her story. I think Joyce Carol Oates really found a voice for Marilyn and shows a different side of her, like the most sophisticated and intelligent woman that she was, and not just the dumb blonde that people think she is. She was actually a very avid reader. She was very smart. There's one scene when she's doing, I think she's trying, they are trying to hire her for Gentlemen's Prefer Blonde, but she's receiving much less than her co-star, how she call it, Jane Russell, because she came from other studio. And like the title says, Gentlemen Prefer Blonde, so Marilyn will be the main character, although Jane will divide the spotlight, but Marilyn will be the center stage and it will be the bigger figure, and she will receive considerably less money than her co-star, and she fight about it. She wanted more. She wanted a trailer. And this is an interview that Jen did later, that Marilyn only got a trailer for her when they did Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Before that, she didn't have a place to make up, her own space, even though she was a star. And I think this brings up the Norma Jean and not the idea of Marilyn that we have. I think this book deconstructs a little bit the idea of the blonde that we have and brings on surface the Norma Jean that she wanted to be. I think Marilyn will be her alter ego on stage, but definitely she wanted to be Norma Jean. She just wanted to have a family. She just wanted to have a husband, to have kids, and also she wanted to be an actress. She really liked it to improve. That's why she put on the actor studio. She was very insecure about herself because of all the media saying she wasn't a good actress. She was just a pretty face, and that accumulates. I think it's a very good retract of an explanation of how mental health was on that time and how it will affect the person there. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite books I've read about Marilyn. I think the descriptions are very real and the story is very compelling. We follow her from everything and everything. Now, I would like on this talk to give you 5 main reasons why you should read this book, and here they are. My first reason is the setting. Hollywood Golden Age is brilliant setting. You see the glamour, you see the studios, the power, the war between them, how they create movies, the movie stars, that glamour. We see Elizabeth Taylor, Lauren Bacall, Betty Davis, Joan Crawford, all that setting is brilliant. My reason number 2, I think, is the most important one, is the criticism, is the deconstruction of Marilyn. We have here the construction of the idea of the bombshell, and we have the real construction of the real Norma Jean and the real Marilyn. We have the idea what she wanted to be seen, what she been through, and I'll give us a new perspective about her life. My third reason to read this book is the writing style. Joyce Carol Oates is an amazing writer. Although the book is a little bit heavy, it flows to the story, and I think it creates a very sympathetic Marilyn and a very realistic one. It doesn't shy away from the troubles. That is my reason number 4. This book is cruel. You have sexual assault that happened to Marilyn, the abortion that she had to do for the studios, the losses, the violence, the domestic violence, the drug addiction, everything that she passed through, from a mental illness, from her mother, from her grandmother to die very soon, the problematic marriage. You have all that hard and cruel information that we have from her depicted here on her view and how she would feel, and I think this is amazing. My reason number 5 is it's about one of the best actresses in the world. Marilyn, you may not say that if you haven't seen a lot of her movies, but she was a great actress. She acted as different from her time. She was ahead of her time. She was very smart and very thought what will be a feminism, and she was very kind. And that was bring Marilyn to life and to Norma Jean. She would live in poverty to help others, to give money to buy a car to someone who needed, and she would fix her own car instead of getting a new one. Well, her car is already broken. She would pay facility for her mother, even though her mother didn't want anything with her. And that is my reason, because we have here this people of the great actress that Marilyn was and how she was an amazing human being. I hope you guys pick it up, this book. I hope you guys enjoy this talk. I'm planning a few more in the future if you liked it. Yeah, I hope you discover this story and you discover this amazing actress and you discuss with me down below. And yeah, I post videos every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and I see you guys on my next video.